wanachokisema hata kama hakiko
lisemwalo
lipo na kama halipo laja. Yes.
I think all of us are not new in Jerusalem. We have been in this Jerusalem and we have seen what a politician speaks today. He does a direct opposite the next day. So this is a country of many possibilities.
You doubt his words?
No, this is a country of many possibilities. I'm saying so without making reference to his dramatic determination. You dramatize, and people dramatize and posture. Dramatizing and posturing is a different thing from engaging in negotiations and striking deals. We saw in the run-up to the formation of Azimio. Azimio was a phantom. It was a big thing. It was a scarecrow. All the political parties have come in. Kalonzo was also cajoled until the name had to be changed to look like he contributed something also and is part of it. And eventually that Azimio phantom thing collapsed. Even the same opinion polls we are talking about here were always projecting that Azimio as being ahead of the rest. I never saw a poll which projected UDA and Kenya Kwanza as being at the front. But what we got at the ballot was the opposite of what was predicted by the opinion polls. So the same thing with this kind of posturing. This is just but posturing. And you've said, what they call Wiper at their head office in Karen. You know, these are private people's residences, and then you call it head office. You know, I think it has come a time even the location of political parties and the national character counts a lot. This is where we have failed in this country. And this is where I challenge UDA and ODM to expand to be more national. These other forming a political party and making it the seat and the home of that political party to be an ethnic group, and also the headquarters to be in the private residence I think it's not right.
All right.
Fundamentally, let's live within Vision 2030. Let's have more national character political parties and in decent headquarters and political leaders speaking true to the philosophy. We should hear more the philosophy of ODM Kenya. It has kept changing. It was called ODM Kenya. It became Wiper. It has become something else.
Okay.
And
Dr. Mbaye.
But now we are more of glorifying personalities than glorifying the philosophies and policies that underpin the existence of. I want to be attracted to the philosophy of that particular party, but not to look at it as I'm an outsider. Is this an ethnic outfit?
I'm hoping to afford for you
people?
A minute later for a parting shot, but does it worry you to see this level of activity? People saying, I will not attend this and this person's NDC, but I'll attend the other person's NDC. Doesn't that clearly create a rift within the workings of the united opposition going forward? Are you concerned 23 months to election that this is happening?
Thank you. I want to repeat, and it's good to talk here. I want to appeal for calm from our people and our supporters, especially in the official opposition. All things are very normal things, and he has said it very clearly. Of course, I can't go to ODM for obvious reasons. I'm no longer in the broad-based government. I'll go here, and he has given an explanation why he not attend Jubilee. Because Jubilee has issues they need to sort out first. That's very okay. If you have issues they need to sort out about all these kind of things, let them go sort it out, because he has given a reference to another story that happened. So there's no harm in a party, first of all, handling their issues. Then we now go where we begin inviting, where we begin inviting the
It has nothing to do with the suspicion or against Jubilee and Fred Matiang'i?
I want to tell you today, nothing of sort. Let Jubilee go tomorrow. Let them sort themselves. We'll be here, to analyze what has happened, because the elections are not tomorrow. That's number one. But number two, please, Mwalim, I don't know why you are so obsessed with the issue of party offices. For information, ODM party offices are in Karen. I don't know whether you didn't know that. UDA is in upmarket Kilimani or something like that. So please, I don't know where the reason came at so passionately.
I know.
About,
I speak what I know.
About Waipa offices in Karen.
I know the location of all these offices.
Just for clarification, there's something I want to clarify, and this is especially from a NEC member of DCP. Please, when Fred, you see people being given nomination certificates to vie for various positions in the by-elections, that is very normal. It's democratic. Let every party, even within the official position, go get tickets. We'll sort whatever needs to be sorted on the ground. I think I want to just clarify that. So just to answer your question, it has nothing. This is very good. We are also going to have our NDC. We are going to see who to invite at the right time. This is very good. Let Odiom do their thing. Let Jubilee do their thing tomorrow. We are all waiting to see what happens. I don't know whether the former president Uhuru want to get off the party as a party leader, but maybe to give one of the people to run with it. How it works out, you are going to see. But for clarification purposes, Fred, we are not saying that we are on the only party in this republic or in Mount Kenya, for that matter. Never mind, we are in other places in the country, Magarini and all that, and Western. Please, let all parties come to the ground. Let's meet. Let's meet Fred.
Yet it is your party leader who's giving demands on what should happen going forward.
I'm just saying, let us meet on the... listen, Jubilee was there in 2022, right? UDA was there. UDA became the bigger party with the most of the seats. So please, for clarification purposes, anybody watching me today, from wherever part of the country, we are not saying that you should go, run away when you see the CP. Let's go to the ground. Okay. Let's talk to the people. It's the people who decide which party they want to go to, as we are going to promote DCP. So let's keep on this conversation.
Do you see the crisis within the united opposition, or is it, according to you, not yet a crisis?
I think, politically speaking, if they were to foment a crisis themselves, I think it would be a good thing. Because you see, politics is about strategy. Mm-hmm. So it depends on the strategy that you put out there. Because even chaos is part of strategy, okay? But if chaos is finding them, then I think they're in a bad place. I think the government side now will enjoy the chaos that is being fomented among us themselves, and they would capitalize that in 2027. But if the internal chaos is part of internal strategy, then I think it's a good thing for them, and they should protract that up to 2027 if it serves their interest. But from my observation, I think they are not the ones orchestrating the chaos within themselves. I think chaos is finding them. Someone is orchestrating the chaos to them, and they are now squabbling internally. I think they need to check.
No, Eric, it is strategy. It is strategy.
No,
don't go there.
You've suggested it's a possible strategy.
It's a strategy. It's a strategy, brother.
But you know, all politics is about strategy. I think based on what is happening in the rest of Africa, the united opposition is in a good trajectory, but also based on history. If they don't have a proper strategy, then I can tell you this government that they seek to oust will be firmly in power in 2027. So let's see how it plays out.
60 seconds only, Mwalimu Sossion.
Yeah, of course, the broad-based arrangement, we are not bothered so much about the political happenings of 2027, because I think it's very clear. President William Ruto will be re-elected for the second term, but I think fundamentally for the posterity of this country, we encourage internal democracy in all political parties, and let the participation of the people be the driving force. Let the policies and agenda of the parties be the underpinning principle. And for them, getting confused and tilting each other, that's okay. And we on this show, Fred, don't expect too much from this group. They are headed nowhere. They are headed nowhere. And so,
where have you grouped?
By this group, that's what
which group over there? Why is it that
which group are you talking about?
Fred, why is it that when you give Mwalim the closing remarks, he messes everything else? Now, where is he profiling people? Which group is this?
Which group?
Which group?
Please clarify.
The so-called opposition alliance.
He has not declared that he's.
But
Eric is an analyst.
Have I indicated you?
But you
no, but you know, show of hands when you say these people.
No. And I say it like this, you know, I've indicated. Let's not expect much from this opposition that they are going to, whether you're talking of Matiang'i, Kalonzo and whatnot. People who can't traverse the country, they can't meet the people. We only see them through press conferences, but we can't see them getting down to the people.
Thank you, Mwalimu.
Kenya is about talking to the people and mobilizing the people around what you believe in and what can transform their lives. And that is resident in the broad-based arrangement. So 2027, I think Kenyans should think of doing something else, but then let us track what must be delivered between now and 2027.
All right.
That day of voting will come, voting will be done, and President William Ruto will be re-elected on performance,
Dr.
nothing else.
Your final remarks.
Yeah, very quick. Number one.
60 seconds only.
Yeah, President Ruto is a very shrewd politician. I can tell you he can do anything to get what he wants. I will tell you, Mudavadi 2022 was in the opposition. The president had to go to his house unannounced and invited to go and look for him, to join him, and Wetangula. That's how shrewd the president is. Even if it means learning on ODM, he will learn with it. He can do anything, whatever. So it is true they have been looking for Kalonzo. But Kalonzo is one guy who has suffered immensely in the hands of Raila since 2013. Many, many times, humiliation. A time has come for the respect and dignity of Kalonzo and the Ukambani people. Allow me to finish by saying this, please. Fred, I have doubted all along about the fate of Benedict Kabiru. I have doubted that a whole government can say somebody is missing in battle. The president, in a speech in the US, not here, he has admitted he died. Please, this is not fair. The issue of Haiti, we went against court orders. It was unnecessary. It was a waste of our money. Let our young men come back and women come back home. It was not necessary. And finally, Fred, for record, I have done a bit of studies on international diplomacy. Please, the drama you saw going lecturing people about how many seats you want, UN was made. There are some central communities or countries, others are in the periphery. You are going attacking UN, but then IMF is in the country, which is an organ of UN. You go and borrow money. They're in Nairobi right now. So what are we doing? Can we have some strategy when we are talking out there? Can we have some foreign policy, how we engage in international and diplomacy? Otherwise, we become a laughing stock. Guys are watching and look, what are these guys saying? There are countries who we depend on, literally. Then you go lecturing them there, and you demand you want. It has been there for 50 years. Let's be serious on how we engage diplomatically and internationally.
Thank you so much, Dr. Peter Mbaye, Secretary Planning and Economic Affairs at the DCP. Wilson Sosion, veteran educationist and unionist as well, and Eric Mongai, governance analyst. Our panelists this morning on State of the Nation and look at the big headlines. Insensitive, that's a one-word headline on the front page of The Standard, talking about what happened in Haiti with the president's revelation that yes, indeed, 3 of our officers died there. Teachers face sack over ghost learners is a big one on the front page of the Daily Nation, and that mentioned there, the corner, Gachagwa's condition to opposition parties, one of the biggest political discussions. This poll by Tifa, Ruto Raila party ahead of Rigathi and Kalonzo, also making headlines. So a lot of politics, and I think the People Daily talks about the relationship between politics and the church, why Kenyans do not trust the church for political direction. Taifa Leo, masharti makali ya Gachagua kwa upinzani, the same story there on the Daily Nation. Thank you so much for your time at TV47. A lot more coming after the break. My name is Fred Ndimuli.